Welcome you all back to another episode of Around the Rim. And look who we have this week, the mayor of Malden, Mayor Gary Christenson. Sir, say hello to all of our audience and your constituents.
Well, I must make one correction. It's not mayor, it's investigator. Gary Christenson, investigator. You know what I'm investigating?
What are you investigating, sir?
How are the Celtics 0-12? That's what I'm investigating. I'm going to be looking into that.
And we're going to get to this investigation right after the kid. Welcome all you Malden sports fans back for another episode of Around the Rim. I am your host, the Nester Dudley, coming from the virtual studios of Around the Rim, hashtag ATR. This virtual studio has been provided by Pod Pro Entertainment. Check them out at their website, podproentertainment.com, or on all their social media platforms. So, Mr. Investigator, sir, how should I label you? I usually just say, sir. I think if I still say, sir, it'll cover it. But do you want me to call you Mr. Investigator? Investigator Christenson? How should I address you, sir? I just want to be I just want to be respectful.
Just tell me how the Celtics are 0-12. That's all I want to know.
I don't have the answer to that, sir. I'm sure that the front offices of the Celtics are going to be looking into this upon the completion of the season. I am told that head coach Evans Revere, the Magic Man, I am told that his job is in jeopardy. There might be bringing back Mighty Joe Young. I don't know. I'm not in the Celtics family, but those are the rumors that I'm hearing, sir.
I did pay my sponsorship, right, of the Celtics?
You paid your sponsorship, sir. You know, maybe you should have had a talk with a couple of referees now and then. I'm not sure, but you didn't hear that from me, sir.
All right. Well, I had a great time, as always, participating in the games this weekend, and I really want to say thank you for the invitation.
As always, sir, you know, you are an annual guest on this show. And I'm glad that we got you in just in the nick of time. I know that both our schedule just wasn't jiving, but this is the last regular season show of ATR. And sir, this is the 33rd season. And I just cannot imagine doing this show without an annual appearance from you, whether you're in the capacity of the mayor or an investigator. It's just good to have you. It's just good to have you on this show, sir.
Same here. I really appreciate it, and help give me a little break from some of those snow calls I've been getting.
We've had a brutal winter. So this past weekend, sir, this Saturday, I gotta tell you, you picked two damn good games to be a part of.
Sure did. And the first game was the Bullets, who were 6-6 at the time, versus the Sixers, who were 10-1. But I have to say, by the look of the first half, it seemed that the Bullets were 10-1. And the Sixers were 6-6 because Jack Sweeney, Logan Wright, and Aiden Clark, they really came out swinging and went into the half with the lead, actually.
Jack Sweeney, actually, you're very familiar with Jack Sweeney because Jack Sweeney jumped ship from your Celtics, sir. He got traded to the Bullets. So maybe Jack Sweeney seen the writing on the wall. I don't know. Well, you're certainly familiar with Jack Sweeney. Yes, those three. And always, Steve Wright always has his boys come prepared to play. So, yeah, so the Bullets are a very good team, and they're a very dangerous team, sir.
Yeah, and the highlight of the game, even though the Bullets didn't prevail, was seeing that Nick Deanna half-court three to end the half. That was amazing.
Yes, I was there to see the shot, sir, but I'll certainly take your word for it. Like I didn't even realize that because it doesn't have it in my stats. I mean, I have the game stats, but it doesn't have like these little intricacies, which is why I appreciate you bringing your perspective and bringing your analysis of this game. This is something that I learned today.
Yeah, but as you've always told me, Nester, there are two halves, and the Sixers came out in the second half and just showed why they are 10-1. And the MVP for me of that game was Denny DeCruz. I could see why he's one of the highly rated players of the league because he really just took control in the second half. And his supporting cast, too, was Kenny Melga, Dante Bell, and Danny D'Oliveira. They all chipped in. And you know the thing that I kept asking myself, what would have happened if they had their three top scorers in the game?
Yes. You know, I mean, DeCruz is the top of their three top scorers, but they were missing a couple other ones. They were missing Watland, who I haven't seen in a couple of weeks. I think there's an ABV put on him, sir. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. I'm told that he plays Marlin Catholic football and that he went down to Florida. I hope he caught a flight back, sir. I ain't seen him since.
And yeah, they're just I could see why they're 10-1. But you know, another question that I had, and you might be able to help answer it. At the start of the game, Devin Milanopoulos was hot, and then never heard from him again. So I'm assuming he might have had some type of injury because he really came out shooting.
Much like Bill Belichick, head coach Steve Wright is very hesitant to give any type of injury report, sir. So I'm not sure if I know the answer to that. Matter of fact, I can tell you, even if I was to call Steve right now, he wouldn't even give me the answer. Would not even give me the answer. So I don't know about that. Or could it be that when they went into the locker room and made the adjustments, that they made the adjustments, but maybe it wasn't the proper adjustments? I mean, you know, if you're up and doing good on a team that only has one blemish, I think that you run that till the wheels falls off.
Right. A very competitive game. The final score was 45-43. Like you said, it was a great game to see.
Right. And now their second game, Coach Investigator, is the Kings and the Lakers. And on paper, this should have been a blowout. But boy, were you entertained. They win an extra frame OT, baby.
You know, I was smiling at that. I mean, the records were the Kings going in were 2-9, the Lakers were 8-3. I thought, you know, I was just going to have to sit there and take it, but the Kings played very, very hard. They, the first half, you know, partly what I'm told, because I said, wait, the Kings are 2-9. How were they dominating in the first half? And they said, look to your right. And Coach Beanie hadn't arrived yet. And I said, oh, okay. Now it makes sense. Coach wasn't in the gym.
Yeah, he was not in the gym. As you know, sir, that he does double duties on Saturdays and that he referees in the Al Lock Basketball League, the hashtag ALBL at the Salemwood. So he referees 4 games on Saturday mornings, and then he gets to the gym, to the featherweight gym, as soon as he possibly can.
Yeah, well, I could tell you, the aura that he has, when he walked into that gym, the game completely reversed course, and the Lakers took off in the second half. But I have to say, for the Kings, that Hampton, he is something.
Jacoby Hampton is definitely the heart and soul of that team, sir. And in my opinion, I mean, he is up for certainly league MVP. I mean, it would be hard to make a case against that particular player.
And he had nearly 30 points, and he was supported by Green and Samir, who chipped in with 20 points combined. So, again, very impressed. The 2-9 record, they didn't show it in that first half, but I understand now in this, like you say, the two halves, why you took Jordan Din with the first overall pick, because he had roughly 15 points, but they were all when the game was on the line. He's an impressive player.
Yeah, Jordan Din is a baller, and I think that the Lakers had got the draft pick right this year, sir, because the season could be won or lost on the very first pick of the draft. And I think for one of the few times that the Lakers got it right.
Yep, absolutely. And he wasn't alone. Is it Levi Perez?
Levi Perez, yep. Sophomore.
Yeah, he played well in, I think it's Bingbu. How do you pronounce that name? Last name
Tenzin Bingaboo.
Yes. He had a key three to end the third quarter, which took away, some of the comeback that the Kings were exhibiting at that time. Big three at the end.
Yeah, Tenzin is a second-year senior. The Lakers are senior heavy. They are trying to go for it all this year. And what I ask coaches, if the Lakers don't do it this year, then win. because 2005, sir, was a long time ago. Over 2 decades ago.
Yeah. And I was happy to see former counsel Craig Spatafora's son, Mariano, had a key steal in the overtime to preserve the win.
Mariano Spatafora is certainly a spark plug. He is a defensive juggernaut. He is a third-year senior for the Lakers.
Yeah, and I thought his steal, again, cemented the win for the Lakers in overtime, 54-46.
Yes, the Lakers have done some very good things this season, and they've maintained and they've been in the mix the entirety of this season. So yes, once again, the Lakers, if it's not this season, sir, I just don't know when it's going to be. I just don't know.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. I'm giving you some breaking news.
Okay.
Our team was there today from City Hall. We have Frank Kelly, of course, right? Our great electrician. He's going to try and get that scoreboard fixed up for the playoffs because we know this is the Lakers' year, sadly. So despite that, we're going to get the scoreboard fixed up for you.
It's only sadly if you're not in the purple and gold family. It's only sad.
Yeah, so they're working on having the some of the bulbs that are out in the scoreboard fixed this weekend.
Very good, very good. And sir, you hear that music? It is time. You are caught up in the MNBL web. So what this segment is that I can ask my guest, anybody, in this case, the mayor of our fair city of Malden, Mayor Gary Christenson, aka Inspector, any question that I want to. And it may or may not have to do with the MNBL, the Long Labor Basketball League. Sir, this question has nothing to do with the MNBL, but it does have to do with the city of Malden. I would like for you to use this platform to promote the upcoming State of the City.
Yes, we're back for another one. It will be held March 18th at the Senior Center. And we're going to have a reception at 5:30. And then the presentation will begin around 6:15, I believe, 6:30. And despite the financial woes that we're facing, we have had quite a few accomplishments occur during the past year, which is a testament to our great team here at City Hall. So we're going to let everyone know what's going on and what's to come.
So we are changing the venue for the State of the City, and personally, I approve of that. I approve of that message.
So we invite you all to come. We look forward to seeing you, and let's keep Malden moving forward.
Okay. Sir, you are officially out of the web.
Thank you.
Back in the virtual studios of ATR, I'm your host, the Nester Dudley, along with Inspector Gary Christenson, the mayor of our city. So, sir, what was your takeaway from last Saturday? Both games. Again, it is very rare that all the games that you attend are good games. There were no blowouts. There were a couple of nail biters and overtime. So what was your overall assessment? What was your overall takeaway this season?
Very highly competitive, and I love the camaraderie that I witnessed on Saturday. Opposing teams helping each other up when there was a foul, high-fiving, making sure after the game was over, everybody lined up and shook hands. And you know what else was noticeable, Nester, was the commissioner just roaming the gym because he had enough staff, enough volunteers to take care of the administration of the game. Usually he's always stressed out, but looked like he was on vacation there on Saturday.
You and I have known the commissioner for decades, and the next time I see him not stressed out will be the first time that I see him not stressed out. But yes, you actually picked a very good day where he did have volunteers at the scorer's table, and therefore he usually, in addition to walking around, he usually does man the concession stand, because the concession stand is very important in this league, because as we raise funds for this, league and stuff, there were no, there was never any, I don't know how to put this. The league will never turn down any type of donation or something like that. This league been around for 40 years, 4 decades, and any little bit helps. So even when we make $20 at the concession stand on a particular day, that's $20 more than the league has started out with that morning.
Yep, very well said.
And here we are, sir, Planet Rock, another one of your favorites. So we are going into the Rollins. This past weekend, the week of February 28th, the Bullets, 2 points better than the Bullets. Excuse me, the Sixers 2 points better than the Bullets, 45-43. Clark led the Bullets for 13 points. The Crews led all scores of 14 points as the Sixers improved to 11-1. Bullets dropped to 6-7. Lakers over the Kings, and it took them an extra frame, 54-46. Den Hyman for the Lakers, 12 points. Hampton led all scores with 24 points as the Lakers improved to 9-3. The Kings drop to 2-10. First game Sunday, Pistons 3 points better than the Lakers, 57-54. Den led the Lakers with 13 points. Bly led all scores with 15 points. As the Pistons improved to 9-3, the Lakers dropped to 9-4. And the final game Sunday, it was the Kings, it was the Celtics. I'm sorry, sir, don't look at this score. It was 69-29. Tesfaye high man for the Celtics, 11 points. Samir led all scores with 24 points for the Kings as the Kings improved to 3-10. And the Celtics, unfortunately, sir, are still on the schneid. Not a good game, not a good season.
Nester, has there ever been a season where a team didn't win a game?
There has been about 4 seasons, roughly 4 seasons. So once every decade it happens. It may happen to the Celtics, although they get better every game. But there's something that you can take into consideration and some comfort level with, that this is an anomaly. Out of the 40 years of the MNBL, well, only one team up until this year that has never come in last place has been the Celtics.
Okay, all right. That's something to work.
They've never come in last place. So, you know what, sir? This year, they're going to come in last place. If they win their first game, that is still to be determined. But they look so beautiful for next year. They'll have the first pick overall in the draft, and they've made a couple of key trades. So in that first round, sir, they're going to have 2 to 3 first-round draft picks. So Celtics will come back to Providence in 2027. You're just going to have to wait till 365 days from now, sir, so we can talk about it, so we can enjoy it.
All right. Sounds good.
Player of the week this past week, Yaphet, if I'm pronouncing it right, hopefully Yaphet Tesfaye of the Celtics. So this player, sir, has been a model of consistency for the Celtics. Coach of the week, James Brito-White of the Kings. Solid coach. This man, very rare will this man get out-coached. I have yet to see this man get out-coached personally. Pistons on that multiple game win streak. The Pistons are the team of the week. And the Wooo of the week goes to Logan Johnson. So Logan Johnson, as I should point this out to you, sir, that Logan Johnson, credit Logan Johnson for recording the games, and credit head coach James Brito-White for editing the games, so these games can be included into the rolling. So, sir, I'm going to ask you to do me the favors and the honors, because my woo has been compromised. So if you could give out the coveted woo of the week, it'll be much appreciated.
Logan Johnson, this woo of the week is for you.
Woo! Thank you, sir. I miss the days when I could do that myself. I probably should not have gotten that operation.
But he really, truly deserves it. As a matter of fact, I pulled that player aside after the game on Saturday, and I told him if there was an award for someone who played the hardest and kept his head down and just got the job done, it was him. I was thoroughly impressed.
Yes. And he's a second-year senior. So next year he's going to graduate. He's going to go off and do amazing things in his adulthood. But yes, I just cannot say enough about that young man. You hear the music, sir?
Yes, I do.
It is March. March is Women's History Month. So we are going to continue the tradition, and we're going to drop some knowledge. This week, Women's History Moment goes to Junko Tabei, 1939-2016. Founded Japan's first women's climbing club in 1969 after being told mountaineering was not appropriate for women. How misogynistic. In 1975, She became the first woman to reach the summit of Mount Everest, despite surviving and during the expedition. Tabei later became the first woman to complete the 7 summits, climbing the highest peak on each continent. She focused much of her later life on environmental conservation efforts in mountainous regions. Tabei continued climbing well into her 70s while promoting outdoor access for women and youth. She's also organized annual climbs clubs of Mount Fuji for young people affected by the 2011 Great Japan earthquake to encourage resilience and community rebuilding. So this has been your Women's History Moment, where we always drop some knowledge. So I didn't go over the standings and stuff because, sir, our time flies when you're having fun. So in these remaining 2 minutes, sir, take us out here. Is there anything that you will want to say?
Just how I began, which is thanking you and the league for making Malden the great city it is today. We truly appreciate all that you've done and continue to do.
Well, thank you, sir. And again, thank you for once again being an annual guest on this show. And again, I want to thank you again. I thank you so much privately, but I want to thank you publicly on my platform when Urban Media Arts gave out that Legacy Award, and you were so kind to take out time in your schedule to present to Alonzo Amos and the show with the Legacy Award. I couldn't be there because I was in bug tussle. But for you to take out your time, really appreciate it and all this stuff. And I just wanted to thank you again on my platform.
By honor.
Until next time, I just want to say buenas noches, hooches, cooches. I came in peace. I leave with love. This is for the red, the black, and the green. And I'll be seeing you at the games.